That's some soulful and intense trumpet there. You know, we are back, and you're listening to The Adam Harman Show on Talk Radio, 790 AM, KABC. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, my goodness. Oh, there's something going on in the studio here. Is it that time again?
It's that time.
Oh, well, then it's time for...
The fabulous Dovie Leroy, Cosmic Astrologer.
Ooh, well, if you're in YouTube land, and you can check us on our YouTube channel at The Adam Harman, Harman Show, please check us out and subscribe. You can see the lovely faces of not only Dovie Leroy, who's going to attempt something never done before on radio, but in addition to that, her next victim, her guest here, who's going to be hearing her natal chart. So it's going to be a full natal chart reading for a person. So we're going to do some advanced astrology work, and
yes,
but Dovie sometimes gets in people's faces. So
I might.
You know, if you're near the screen, stand back. All right. Now you're going to give us a little forecast up front, though.
Yes,
okay.
Definitely. So we have a general astrology forecast, and that would be that Mercury in Pisces is squaring Mars in Sagittarius. So this has to do with tests and challenges that may stem from your thoughts. So initiating projects, creating business ventures, that is definitely going to be activated, and you're going to be feeling firecrackers when it comes to that, and anything can be initiated and completed during this time. But there will be thoughts popping up that are conscious and open-minded, and they may be so open that you can't necessarily comprehend them. So that could cause friction with what you're working on. And you may run from the project or idea that you're working on and creating and just throw it out the window and not deal with it and be like, I'm pushing that to the side.
But they shouldn't do that, right?
No, they should not do that.
Stick with it, folks.
Definitely. If you start feeling that annoyance or getting angry and wanting to move into something new, what you should do is find that ease and find that tame within it and come to the conclusion of, okay, these are my thoughts that are making me uncomfortable. But in reality, these thoughts can be so open-minded that you can bring in new things that you've never experienced before.
Don't get affected by those crazy little rattlers in the back of your head.
Exactly. Exactly. Cool. Now, we also have a full moon in Virgo, and that's going to be on March 3rd, and full moons illuminate everything. So it's like this giant cosmic spotlight that is revealing all the truth. And anything that needs to be brought up for you and allow you to find that honesty within it is coming up to the front.
Whether you like it or not, folks.
Whether you like it or not. So it's about being honest with yourself and making those changes from that honesty that you find. And nothing's hiding in the shadow. There is no shadow. So you may overanalyze the things going on in your life and that you're working on, especially writing or communicating, and your strategy may be on point, but it may be so on point to the point where you become OCD and perfectionist. So anything that is coming up for you, do not overanalyze it.
Good.
Yes. So now I have Bethany Curry here with me right now.
What are you going to do with Bethany?
I am going to give you a live natal chart reading with the little bit of amount of time. Natal chart readings can go for hours, but we're going to just do a general one.
Okay.
Bethany Curry, she is 24. Her birthday is April 12th, and she is an Aries. She is from Aries. She is from New Jersey, and she moved to LA about 4 years ago. And she's an actress and a dancer out here. Now, Bethany being an Aries, that can be all about action and, completion and doing things. But something to understand is that your birth chart is your mandala, and that is who you came here to be in your authentic nature. And that has to do with the alignments of the planets of the time you were born. So, Aries, action, fire, get stuff done.
Yes.
And it has to do with a seed within, and that is your soul vitality that is all about action and fire. Do you feel that way?
Yes, I do.
Do you feel very fiery?
Yes, I do.
Awesome.
Somebody call the fire department.
Exactly. And fire,
I
of
get
course,
that all the time.
you can pop off. But it's the powerful need to initiate action and how to express that seed that's within you, because it all starts from a source. And to be able to make that source grow, you have to do something about it. Now, the reason that you may not do anything about it is because of your ego. How do you feel about your ego?
Ooh, rough question here.
That is a rough question.
She doesn't want to talk about it because then everybody's going to know. She said, next question. No. And something, though, that you have to do about that ego situation is learn how to allow courage to come into play. And that's something that you have to learn because egos, they're not real. They can't be harmed. They're up here. You create an ego. And that comes with the sense of not feeling good enough. And something you have to do is learn how to grow and overcome that fear to be able to initiate, to be able to create, to be able to grow that fire. Now, we also are going to be having, we have Venus in Aries. Actually, no. We're going to go to your moon.
Go to her moon.
Yeah, because moons can be dominant over sun signs. And if your moon is dominant, that means you're not going towards your complete vitality. Yours is in Capricorn. So with your emotions, we're digging deeper, you compartmentalize your emotions, which means that you have this spectrum that's like this. And if anything's past this or past there compared to your spectrum, you are definitely questioning it and you're trying to understand it. And the way that you do that is by pulling yourself away from it and trying to understand it, and then you put yourself back into it. Now, if anything goes past that spectrum, it will definitely either make you be like, this is not happening, I do not feel comfortable, or you can almost go to a form of screaming and I want attention right now. Like, you need to understand that I need to know the truth of what is going on.
I do like attention.
But do you feel very practical when it comes to your emotions?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's definitely something that if you are not in control of your emotions and you start getting to that part of you feeling, anxious and like this in your chest, you have to, how do I say this? You have to pull yourself back and come to that spectrum, period. Otherwise, it will cause you to just scream and not understand. Yeah, so you have Venus in Aries, and that means you are very...
Double Aries.
Double Aries.
Oh, no.
I like it.
Extra fire, which means you're very passionate in your relationships and with your loved ones. And that can also cause a little bit of agitation if your loved ones are not, listening in a way. And this is either an in or an out. It's black or white. There's no gray. I'm going to be with you or I'm not going to be with you. Period. The end. Moving forward.
Is she nailing it here?
Yes.
Do you feel that way?
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Could you give her some advice, like overall advice?
Advice? Okay. So something to do because of all of these different planets are in all these different things. I definitely, if I was you, when it comes to an Aries, is take the time to understand that people are not going to, it doesn't matter about judgment and what people are doing towards you and what's coming towards you. It matters about how you just put yourself outward. Because the only reason that Aries can become depressed, they can become alcoholics, and I'm not saying all Aries, but this is something embedded in their sign because they become so unattached from initiating things and so scared that they just don't know what to do.
Right.
And if they don't know what to do and they are not creative, they can become bored. Mm-hmm. And when they're bored, that's when they just start doing different stuff. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's definitely what I would tell you to do.
Well, thank you.
Try to work on that ego.
Well, you know something? How can people reach out to you and get a natal chart from you?
You can contact me through Dovie Leroy Astrology.com.
That sounds great. Dovie Leroy, it's always good to have you on. And thank you for being the subject of our focus there, young lady.
Yes,
thank you guys.
There you go. Well, once again, it's a time to wrap things up here at the show. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow the Adam Harman, that's Harman show, on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube for great inspiration and video posts. Tune in next week, by the way. This is going to be great. We're going to be interviewing the one and only spiritual catalyst, Teal Swan. This young lady is one of the hottest spiritual advisors on social media right now with millions of faithful followers. Make sure you tune in and call in for next Saturday's show at 8 p.m. You don't want to miss it. That's next Saturday at 8 p.m. So until next time, all of us here at the Adam Harman Show would like to thank you for listening, and we hope you have a week filled with loving relationships.
From the poplar tree.